Jindal, both political analysts, MC Abbas also political analyst. Lokesh Jindal, at least, and if one was to really look for a silver lining, the silver lining is that after all of these years, at least a Congress leader is admitting that Godra happened, that 59 car sevaks were burnt alive, including children and women, because of which the Gujarat violence started. So at least today, a recognition has happened that Godra people were burnt alive.
It was an unfortunate incident, something that should not be repeated, and perhaps that's why there's a Congress leader that is raising apprehensions that there must be adequate security measures ensured by the central government. Now, what's the harm in that? If he is simply giving a lesson from the past history, and he's asking the government that all those who are commuting to Ayodhya must be given adequate protection, security measures must be taken.
BJP
it must be
will
ensured that
replicate
public...
Godra. The Godra train burning wasn't done by the BJP. Who did the Godra train burning? Is Mr. Hariprasad actually suggesting that those same people who carried out the Godra carnage are going to attack car sevaks again this time around? Is that his insinuation?
We are not to decide over here who was responsible for the Godra incident, but we are over here to make sure that such a tragedy does not happen again. So the onus is on the central government to make sure that adequate security arrangements are made. You cannot keep the lives of the people as scapegoats to your political ambitions. We have to make sure that if such a large event is taking place, adequate arrangements are made and people's security are kept as the primary concern for the government and the administration rather than only marketing it.
Okay, actually, so I do not think the security of anyone was his concern. He said that like Balakot, a Godhra-like incident will be created by the BJP for votes. Is that what you're planning to do?
Please, no, absolutely not.
Is the BJP planning to replicate the incidents of, or rather the carnage of 2002 in 2024? Mr. Guru Prakash.
Padmaja, I'm sorry. So I was patiently listening to my friend from the Congress party, and I also heard what Mr. BK Hariprasad just suggested. So he has joined the league or the same club as Mr. Owaisi. And thank you so much for playing out that video where Mr. Owaisi is clearly instigating the young Muslims. तुम्हारी मस्जिदें शहीद हो जाएंगी, क्या तुम शांत बैठे रहोगे? But again, Mr. Owaisi unfortunately represents that similar tradition of violence, that tradition of structured attacks, which his brother Akbaruddin Owaisi has said कि 15 मिनट के लिए पुलिस को हटा दो, हम बता देंगे कौन मर्द है और क्या है. So Mr. Hariprasad, and it is very unfortunate day for us to see the Congress party, the oldest party of India, joining the same league, joining the same club of fear mongering as Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi, as the AIMIM. Point number 2, Padmaja, we must understand one thing. It was year 2007. Kapil Sibal, senior leader of the Congress party, goes to the Supreme Court and says Ram is a figment of imagination. Bhagwan Ram kalpanik hai. And thank you so much, Padmaja, for bringing out the Godra angle as well. It was because of the Godra angle that the senior most leader of the Congress party terms the Honorable Prime Minister of India as Maut ka Saudagar in public domain. सार्वजनिक रूप में आपने देश के प्रधानमंत्री को मौत का सौदागर बोला था. But if you had any faith on the institution of this country, if you had any faith on the constitution of this country, the constitution appointment, the Supreme Court appointed SID has exonerated the Prime Minister of all the charges. And it is a reflection of your institutional, of your structured false propaganda over the years. But we need to understand, Padmaja, there will be no question. And like you pointed out, it is an open season. Only couple of days ago, we saw Rashtriya Janata Dal, Ram Mandir, Gulami, Manasikta ka pratik hai. Ram temple is a reflection of slavish mentality. What are you trying to indicate, sir? ऐसे नहीं चलेगा. कभी कोई डीएमके का नेता कहता है कि सनातन धर्म का समूल नाश कर देंगे, टोटल एनिहिलेशन ऑफ सनातन धर्म. कभी कोई आरजेडी का नेता कहता है राम मंदिर गुलाम